Join me as I dive into the surprising world of water tiger and challenge common perceptions like their unique adaptations or behavior. Ever wondered what water tigers are? You might be surprised to learn that they are not what you think. In this video, we are diving into the truth behind this fascinating creature, water tigers. So if you are ready to have your mind blown and learn something new, keep watching. In this video, we are going to set the record straight and explore the fascinating world of water tiger. And
as many wildlife lovers and youngsters enjoy jungle safaris in different tiger reserves, national parks or wildlife sanctuaries, the frequency of tiger sighting is more at water bodies during morning and evening hour, and hence there is a crowd of visitors. So let's study and find the maximum tiger sightings which are in summer and close to water. What is the reason big cat get into the water in the first place? The crucial element to a story of a species coming from a brink of extinction to a successfully flourishing in the forest with the help of maintaining water sources. Imagine the importance of diminishing water sources in the scorching heat of central Indian forest and importance of water bodies. Hi, today we are in different tiger reserves of central India and going to cover tigers in water bodies or water tigers. And why do tigers get in water in the first place?
in summer, the central Indian heat is like furnace with 40 degrees for easily in the early hours of morning.
And this is the reason you will always find in summer tigers in water bodies.
Tigers, after quenching their thirst and cooling off, return to the dry land with wetness, just to get pleasant cooling effect on the tiger body to fight the extreme heat, where they also repeat this process quite frequently to bring down the body temperature, and that is the reason why it is said that maximum sightings of tigers are in summer. Because of this process, they are found in water bodies or around it due to their frequent visits to the water.
To beat the heat of the extreme summers of central India, tigers spend a lot of time in waters, and that's the reason they are called water tigers. This means that the summertime is the easiest time to track the striped cats, as they are rarely stray away from their favorite water sources. This also means that one can get a lot of photographic opportunities of tigers in water bodies. When you enter and wait to see the tigers, have patience, as photographers' art is a continuous discovery which requires patience. You will have beautiful time at water bodies. Just wait with patience and you will see many actions of various animals and beautiful birds, which started with blue bull, nilgai, then Indian bison, gaur with the entire family, and then came a peafowl to quench its thirst, which was chased by the Indian langur and got a good action picture of chase and flight of peafowl. Later then action of some sambar deer, and then came in the wild boar. Just imagine the importance of diminishing water sources in the scorching heat which dries up in this extreme heat with temperature above 45 degrees. I was quite confident that we will surely spot tigers soon today. With this sambar deer alarm call, so did the tiger king. Such an excitement and happiness. Having a permanent source of water in her territory is extremely important for a female tiger raising cubs. It could mean the difference between the survival or death of her cubs. Here, a mother can be seen cooling herself off along with her cubs in a large water hole, knowing that her cubs won't die of thirst as long as she maintains control over this water body. Man can take various measures to save the heat, but wild animals have a limited scope. They have to rest either at cool, shadow places or water bodies. As the wild animals have to quench thirst in this pinch period, they move towards the water sources like river, tank, ponds, water holes, streams, perennial waters, etc. Water is a life-giving force, and hence you can see the sambar deer have to search for water for quenching thirst and beat the heat. Even sambar deer also passes time in wallowing to feel cool, but which already preoccupied by the tiger family. As the tigers has done the kill behind the water body close by, and that is the reason there is a frequent visit by the mother and the cubs to the water hole. Water hole is important in the feeding behavior of this animal. Tigers are carnivore and they consume their meat raw. After the kill, tiger starts to consume the prey when the blood is still hot. It would then take breaks to let its belly cool down in the water, where it will drink as well. That's why a kill is generally dragged somewhere not far from a water hole to prevent dehydration in order to properly enjoy the kill. I have also once witnessed tiger dragging its kill in the water and let it marinate for some hours before eating, which helps them to safeguard the kill from other scavengers' sight and smell for later dining. We had spent the entire morning and evening safari at one place, but there was constant flow of tourists coming and going. It was really one of the most difficult tasks to sit in the blazing sun of central Indian forest at above 45 degrees at average without a shade. But it paid off when we saw the mother tigress with its 4 cubs. Unlike the domestic cat, its larger version enjoys spending time in the water, and they love to swim for hours. Since cubs, female tiger encourages or helps learn the art of hunting, also learn from the mother an ability to kill in the water. And then, as an adult, it is said they can swim for several kilometers and even have reported one to swim for 30 kilometers in just a day. Now, this is peak season for ecotourism, as many wildlife lovers and youngsters enjoy jungle safaris in different tiger reserves, national parks or wildlife sanctuaries. The frequency of tiger sighting is more at water bodies during morning and evening hour, and hence there is a crowd of visitors. Forest Department is making necessary arrangements for providing waters to wildlife in different forests in central India, such as creating water holes fitted with solar power pumps. Despite this, it is observed that the wild animals stray towards village in search of water during summer. Which puts a question mark on sufficient availability of water inside jungle. Therefore, the Forest Department is installing more and more water solar pumps to diminish tiger-human conflicts. the tiger will fight to stake his claim over his favorite waterhole for the fear of losing right to the visitors. Being extremely important for the survival, waterholes are fiercely guarded against the intruding tigers. Challenges could be big or small. All animal needs water. For the tiger, the challenges does not always come from big animal. Sometimes the smaller creatures prove to be more formidable, such as this instance when the tiger was made to move away from the water body by the swarm of bees.
Now, on a very interesting point, we will be discussing on the man-made waterholes.
Some photographers do not prefer to photograph tigers in man-made concrete waterholes simply for the aesthetic viewing of the photographs. Tigers, on the other hand, do not differentiate between the natural and a man-made waterholes and will happily use any water that is available, as an experienced tiger is demonstrating. And size does not matter. While selecting a waterhole to cool itself off, the size of the waterhole is of no importance for the tiger. As long as there is a plenty of shade over the water body, a tiger will park itself in the water, as this female tiger proves. Another benefit of protecting tiger is that it helps protect the habitat for various types of wildlife. Tigers live in regions that are populated with other types of wild animals, including elephants and other primates. By protecting tigers, the ecosystem is maintained in better condition for the benefit of other species of wildlife that also live in this area. This includes helping endangered species thrive in the wild. Keeping a lush habitat for tigers will ensure those other species have the natural resources they need to thrive. Tiger also plays an important part in culture and society in some part of the world. Many cultures rely on ecosystem that tiger help create and maintain. This means the loss of tiger in those areas can negatively impact the human population who lives in neighboring villages.
There is a constant call of langur monkey and sambar deer also. Yeah, that is the sign. Tigress is arriving now towards the waterhole. As you can see, the solar panels were installed in natural and artificial water bodies so that the demand of fresh water is all around summer, which is now fulfilling the core areas of the forest. The alarm call of Indian langurs have suddenly stopped their calling. This is because they depend on the behavior of group members. In prime mates, where males only produce alarm calls if group members are in the vicinity. Calling might cease when all the members of the prime mates have noticed, directly or indirectly, the presence of the predator and or fled to safety. For example, if male langurs can become assured that his audience is aware of the danger, and that's the reason he stops his alarm calls. We were talking about the artificial water body and solar pumps were boon to the animals. The most happiest and rewarding thing was the animal-human conflict were diminishingly reduced. Other predators invading human settlements in search of water, peripheral villages reduced drastically. The human-animal conflict nearly zero. The waterholes are welcome refuge from the sweltering heat, and far apart, this becomes a nuclei of activities. attracting all that lives around them. The heat of central India rigs you a treat during the late afternoon safari. Though the Perth jungle, through your iconic sighting of a tiger cooling in her favorite waterhole. A crucial element to a story of a species coming back from the brink of extinction to a successfully flourishing side by side with human being in a man-made waterhole. Therefore, conservation efforts should rise. It should be done seriously. For all the people, it is not necessary that the government and NGOs should only do. Even you should be the part of it, no matter in any way. As the population of this big cat has been declining for a century, as they compete with growing human population for habitat space, which is a serious concern when you consider that tiger is a solitary animal and claims large territory, so the pressure exists alongside relentless poaching and conflicts. So please save the tiger. It's our national animal. But what really stood out to me during my research into water tiger is just how much we still have to learn. So what do you think? Are you fascinated by water tiger as I am? Let me know in the comments below, and if you are interested in learning more about the natural world, be sure to check out our next video. Thanks for watching.
This is Habib Nasser. Photography is my subject and I am open to learning.